All right, so picture this. You're getting ready for a big meeting with solar panel installers.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's exciting stuff, right?
definitely.
But maybe just a little bit overwhelming, too.
I can imagine,
Yeah, all that technical jargon can make your head spin a little.
for sure.
Don't worry, we've been there, too.
Absolutely.
That's exactly why we're here.
To help.
We've done all the heavy lifting for you,
Yeah.
sifted through all those technical reports, case studies, you name it, all about keeping those solar panels sparkling clean.
Sparkling and efficient.
Efficient, yeah.
It's not just about appearances.
Right.
A clean solar panel is a happy solar panel. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
And a happy solar panel means more green energy for you and less reliance on the grid.
I like the sound of that.
Potential savings on your energy bill and a lighter carbon footprint.
Okay, so clean panels, good.
Very good.
But how much of a difference does a little dust really make?
You might be surprised.
Mm.
Neglecting that cleaning can zap up to 50% of your panel's efficiency.
50%.
50%.
Wow, that's huge.
It's essentially like installing twice as many panels to get the same output.
Right.
Think about it. All that dust, the pollen, bird droppings, it all adds up and creates a film that blocks the sunlight.
Oh, I see.
And it really hinders that energy production.
Oh, 50%. That's like throwing money away.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so how do we avoid that energy drain?
Spill the secrets.
Yeah, come on.
Well, one of the most interesting things that we found is a product called Solar Wash Protect, SWP.
SWP.
SWP, yeah.
Okay, what is that?
Well, it's more than just a cleaner. It's like a shield for your panels.
Intriguing. Tell me more about this SWP.
It's a two-pronged attack.
Oh.
First, it cleans away all that existing dirt and grime,
Right.
but then it goes a step further and it leaves behind an anti-static coating
Uh-huh.
that repels dirt.
Oh, wow.
So it makes future cleaning so much easier.
So it's like giving your panels a non-stick surface.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, right?
Is there some fancy science behind this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It uses a special liquid technology that breaks down dirt at a molecular level,
Wow.
even stubborn stuff like bird droppings.
Huh.
But, and this is really crucial, it does it without using those harsh chemicals that could damage your panels.
Right.
It's pH neutral, which is really important for solar panel safety.
Right, because I've heard some horror stories about people using the wrong cleaning products and voiding their warranties.
Exactly.
So with this SWP, we can be confident we're not doing more harm than good.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
And speaking of good, the case studies we looked at showed some really impressive results.
Oh, yeah.
For example, there's a study in Malaysia where a string of panels was cleaned with well water,
Okay.
and they actually ended up performing worse.
Oh, no.
The water itself was so dirty, it just added to the problem.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess not all water is created equal.
You got that right.
Okay, so what about SWP? Did it actually boost performance?
It did. In another test, SWP increased the energy output by almost 4%.
4%.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but
It might not sound like a lot.
over time,
Yeah.
those small gains add up to significant savings and, of course, lower carbon footprint.
Right. Okay, so the right cleaning product really does make a difference.
Absolutely.
But what about the cleaning method itself?
Uh-huh.
Is there a best way to clean solar panels?
Well, it's not really a one-size-fits-all situation.
Okay.
We found several different methods, and they each have their pros and cons.
Like what?
You've got your manual cleaning with brushes,
Oh,
robotic cleaners for a more hands-off approach,
uh-huh.
and even water-fed poles for those hard-to-reach spots.
It's like choosing the right tool for the job.
Exactly.
So how do we know which method is right for us?
That's where things get interesting. We need to consider factors like the size of the installation,
Yep.
the type of dirt you're dealing with, even your budget, and how much time you're willing to invest. Okay, so let's break down the pros and cons of each method.
Sounds good.
Starting with good old-fashioned manual cleaning. What are the advantages there?
Well, manual cleaning with brushes is a great option for smaller installations,
Okay.
or if you're dealing with just specific areas of heavy soiling.
So it's budget-friendly, and you
Yeah.
can target the really dirty spots.
Exactly.
What are the downsides?
The biggest drawback is the time commitment.
Oh, yeah.
Manually scrubbing panels can be pretty labor-intensive, especially for larger systems.
Right.
And of course, you've got to be comfortable working at heights.
Right. Safety first.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about those robotic cleaners? They seem to be gaining popularity.
They are.
Yeah.
And for good reason. I mean, they're like the Roomba of solar panels. They roam around autonomously, scrubbing away all the dirt, and they're surprisingly effective.
So convenience is a big plus.
For sure.
Are there any downsides to consider?
Well, they do come with a higher price tag than manual cleaning. And depending on the design of your roof, they might not be able to reach every nook and cranny.
Right.
You still might need to do some manual touch-ups.
Okay, so not totally hands-free.
Not completely, no.
Good to know. What about water-fed poles? Those seem like a good compromise between manual and robotic cleaning.
They can be. They allow you to reach high panels safely from the ground,
Oh.
and they use pure water, so no need for those harsh chemicals.
Okay, so they combine reach, safety, and eco-friendliness.
Exactly.
What's the catch?
Well, the initial investment can be a bit higher because you need a pure water system,
Uh-huh.
and they can be a little tricky to maneuver, especially in windy conditions.
Okay, so it sounds like each method has its own strengths and weaknesses.
It does.
It's all about finding the best fit for your individual needs.
Exactly, and that's why it's so important to have all the information before making a decision.
Absolutely.
Speaking of information, let's talk about SWP in more detail.
Okay.
Did you know that it actually comes in different formats?
Oh, really? I thought it was just like a single product.
No, they have everything from concentrated solutions that you dilute with water,
Oh, okay.
perfect for larger installation,
Okay.
to ready-to-use bottles for those smaller jobs.
So there's an option for everyone.
Exactly.
That's great.
And no matter which format you choose, you can be confident that SWP is backed by rigorous testing
Okay.
and approvals from leading solar panel manufacturers.
Oh, that's good. That's reassuring to hear.
Absolutely.
Okay, so cleaner panels mean more energy, lower bills,
Uh-huh.
and a healthier planet. It's a win-win all around.
It is, but here's something else to consider that might surprise you.
Okay.
Did you know the angle of your solar panels can actually impact how quickly they get dirty?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. How does the angle come into play?
Well, think about it this way. The steeper the angle, the easier it is for dirt and debris to just slide off.
Oh,
Gravity becomes your cleaning buddy.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a steeper angle could potentially mean less frequent cleaning.
Exactly. But it's not quite as simple as steeper is always better.
Right.
The ideal angle depends on a few factors.
Not what?
Your location,
Okay.
the time of year,
Uh-huh.
and even the surrounding environment.
Okay, so that's where those installers come in.
Exactly.
They can help us figure out the right angle.
Absolutely.
They're the experts.
Exactly. And speaking of experts, let's delve into some of those fascinating case studies we mentioned earlier.
Yes, let's do it.
These real-world examples really highlight the impact of different cleaning methods and products.
They do.
Perfect. Let's hear about those success stories. Okay, so let's dive into those case studies. I'm all ears.
One that really stood out was from a utility-scale solar plant in Honduras.
Okay.
They were battling this constant layer of dust, pollen, depending on the season,
Oh, wow.
all that stuff that just loves to cling to solar panels.
Yeah. Sounds like a nightmare for energy production.
Yeah, it was.
What did they do? Well, they decided to try out SWP. The results, an energy output increase of almost 2% compared to their previous cleaning methods.
2%.
Yeah, almost 2%.
That's pretty impressive.
It is, especially in an environment like that.
Right.
It shows that even in regions with really stubborn soiling, the right cleaning solution can make a noticeable difference.
Okay, 2% is great, but I bet there are even more dramatic results out there.
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
We found another case study from India
All right.
where a rooftop commercial installation was dealing with a whole different beast.
Yeah, what was it?
Greasy fumes, dirt, just a real challenge to clean effectively.
That sounds tough.
It was.
Did SWP manage to handle that heavy grime?
It did. They reported a 5% increase in energy output after switching to SWP.
5%. Wow, that's a game changer.
It is.
Makes you wonder how much energy and money are being lost due to just improper cleaning.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, and here's another interesting tidbit from those case studies.
Okay.
Both teams reported a significant reduction in water usage when they switched to SWP.
So not only is it good for your wallet and energy production, but also more environmentally friendly.
It is a triple win.
Triple win, I like it.
And speaking of wins, these case studies also highlighted something that we often overlook:
What's that?
the quality of the water used for cleaning.
Wait, you mean not all water is created equal when it comes to cleaning solar panels?
No, not at all. Remember that study from Malaysia?
The one where they cleaned with well water.
Yeah, where it actually decreased the panel's performance.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
Well, it turns out that the water was loaded with all sorts of minerals, organic matter.
Hmm?
They were basically adding more dirt to the panels instead of cleaning them.
Wow. So even if you're out there scrubbing away, you could be sabotaging your efforts with the wrong water source.
You could be?
Okay, so another point for SWP then.
Yes. Another area where it stands out, its formula actually includes these special softeners
Oh, okay.
that combat those negative effects of hard water.
So it's like a built-in safety net, even if your water isn't ideal. Exactly. Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Okay, good.
It goes to show that there's a lot more to solar panel cleaning than meets the eye.
Yeah.
It's a science.
I'm learning so much about these hidden factors that can affect solar panel performance.
That's why we do what we do, empower you with the knowledge
I appreciate it.
to make those informed decisions.
Speaking of informed decisions, you mentioned earlier that SWP comes in different formats.
It does.
Can you break that down for us? It might help our listeners figure out which option is best for their needs.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for a simple grab-and-go solution for a smaller residential system,
Okay.
they've got these ready-to-use bottles of SWP,
Uh-huh.
pre-diluted and ready to apply.
No mixing, no fuss.
Perfect for those quick cleaning sessions.
Right.
But if you've got a larger installation
Okay.
or you're a professional, tackling multiple projects, they also offer concentrated solutions
Okay.
in larger quantities.
So you can mix up bigger batches and save some money in the long run. Okay, good to know.
These concentrated solutions need to be diluted with water,
Right.
but they're more cost-effective for that frequent or large-scale cleaning.
Got it. So whether you're a casual cleaner or a solar panel pro, there's an SWP format to fit your needs.
There is.
That's good.
And remember, all those formats deliver that same exceptional cleaning power,
Okay.
protection, efficiency boost that we've been talking about.
Okay, so we've talked about SWP, the different cleaning methods, the water quality. What else should our listeners know before they jump into the world of solar panel maintenance?
We've covered a lot, but there's one crucial aspect that we haven't touched on yet.
What's that?
Frequency of cleaning.
Oh, yeah, good point. How often should we be cleaning our panels?
Right.
Is it a more is always better kind of situation?
Not necessarily. You might be surprised to hear that cleaning too frequently can actually be counterproductive.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought keeping them spotless was the goal.
It's a common misconception. While regular cleaning is crucial, overdoing it can actually wear down those protective coatings on your panels.
Interesting. So you can actually clean them too much.
You can.
Okay, so how do we find that sweet spot? What's the recommended cleaning frequency?
Well, it depends on a few factors.
Like what?
The level of soiling in your area,
Okay.
the type of panels you have, even the season.
So a customized approach is best.
Definitely. A good rule of thumb, though, is to clean them at least twice a year,
Okay.
or more often if you notice a significant drop in energy output.
So it's about being proactive and paying attention to your panel's performance.
It is.
Okay, good.
And that's why it's so important to consult with your installers and develop a maintenance schedule tailored to your specific needs.
Makes sense. This has been incredibly informative.
Good.
I'm feeling way more confident about navigating the world of solar panel maintenance.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
And remember, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
You're now equipped to make those informed decisions.
Yes.
Ask the right question.
Absolutely.
Protect your investment.
Exactly. No more feeling overwhelmed by technical jargon.
No more.
And speaking of knowledge, here's a final thought-provoking question to ponder as we wrap up this section.
Okay, hit me.
We've discussed how the angle of your panels can impact how quickly they get dirty. But what about the direction they face?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that before. So how does direction play a role in dirt accumulation?
Well, think about it. Panels facing south, for instance, receive the most direct sunlight throughout the day.
Right, so they might get hotter and potentially attract more dust.
That's a good hypothesis.
Heck.
But it's not just about those south-facing panels. The direction they face can affect everything from energy output to cleaning needs.
So another factor to discuss with those installers.
Absolutely. They can help you determine that optimal direction
Right.
to maximize that energy production and minimize the maintenance.
Okay, so we've tackled cleaning methods, products, water quality, cleaning frequency, the angle of the panels, and now the direction they face.
We have.
Is there anything else we need to consider before we wrap up this deep dive?
There's one more crucial element that we haven't addressed.
What's that?
Safety.
Oh, right, of course. Safety should always be a top priority.
Always. No amount of clean energy is worth risking injury.
Absolutely. So what safety tips should our listeners keep in mind when it comes to solar panel cleaning?
Well, whether you're cleaning the panels yourself or hiring a professional,
Okay.
always follow those manufacturers' safety guidelines.
Right.
That includes wearing the appropriate gear like gloves and eye protection.
And I imagine being mindful of your surroundings, especially if you're working at heights, is super important.
It is. Never underestimate the importance of a stable and secure work environment.
Right.
And if you're ever unsure about anything, it's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with a professional.
Great advice. Better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. And speaking of professionals, let's talk about the benefits of hiring a professional cleaning service.
Okay.
They can offer that expertise, ensure the job's done safely and effectively,
Right.
and help keep your solar panels in tip-top shape for years to come.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, especially if you have a large system or you're not comfortable working at heights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, even if you decide to hire a professional, the knowledge you've gained today will help you ask the right questions,
Right.
understand their recommendations, and ultimately make those best decisions for your solar panel maintenance.
Exactly. You'll be able to hold your own in those conversations.
You will.
And ensure that you're getting the best possible service.
Precisely. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to harnessing the power of the sun.
So to recap, clean panels equal more energy, lower bills, and a healthier planet. Choose the right products and methods, prioritize safety, and find a balance between maximizing energy production and minimizing maintenance efforts.
Well said.
And remember, knowledge is power.
It is.
Now you're equipped with all the insights you need to make those informed decisions about your solar panel maintenance. Go forth and shine.
Until next time, keep shining bright.
And remember, every little bit of clean energy helps. It's amazing how many different factors can affect those solar panels, huh?
It really is. And like we said, we've only just scratched the surface here.
Right.
There's always more to learn when it comes to solar energy.
Speaking of learning more, I'm kind of curious about this SWP.
Yeah.
How it was developed and tested. What makes it stand out from other cleaning solutions on the market?
Well, one of the key things that really caught our attention was the level of testing that it underwent.
Okay.
It wasn't just like internal testing.
Right.
They actually brought in a third party, an independent laboratory called TÜV Süd.
TÜV Süd, that name rings a bell.
Yeah, they're kind of renowned for their certification services in the solar industry.
Oh, okay, so it's not just marketing hype, it's backed by a real authority.
Exactly.
Okay, and what kind of tests did they conduct?
Well, they looked at, the safety of the product for the solar panels, the cleaning effectiveness, how well it actually prevented dirt from accumulating.
And what were the results like? Did SWP live up to its claims?
They were pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
One test compared a panel cleaned with SWP to an untreated panel.
Okay.
And the difference in dust accumulation was just striking.
That sounds promising.
The panel treated with SWP accumulated way less dust.
Wow.
It really showcases those anti-static and anti-adherent properties.
So it's not just about cleaning, it's about preventing that future dirt buildup, too.
Exactly, and it gets even better. They also tested how easily the panels could be cleaned after being treated with SWP.
Okay.
The results showed a much lower loss of light transmission after cleaning.
So it makes future cleaning easier and more effective.
It does.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Double whammy.
Yeah, it's not every day you find a cleaning product with this level of, transparency.
I know, right?
And scientific backing.
Really speaks to the quality.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have?
We've explored those different cleaning methods, the importance of water quality,
Yeah.
the role of panel angle, direction, the benefits of this SWP,
Yeah.
even some safety tips.
A lot.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they embark on their solar panel cleaning journey?
Just remember, while we've focused on all the technical aspects here,
Right.
safety should always be your top priority.
Yes.
Whether you're DIYing it or hiring a professional, taking those precautions can prevent accidents.
For sure.
And make sure that the whole cleaning process goes smoothly.
Absolutely. Nothing shines brighter than a safe and well-maintained solar panel system.
Couldn't agree more.
So to sum it all up, clean panels equal more energy, lower bills, and a healthier planet. Choose those right products and methods. Prioritize safety, and don't be afraid to ask for help from those installers or professional cleaners.
Good advice.
And as always, knowledge is power.
It is.
We hope this deep dive has empowered you to make those informed decisions and get the most out of your solar investment.
Until next time, keep shining bright.
And remember, every little bit of clean energy helps to